G'day, legends. Mate, the Wests Tigers are bloody imploding right now. 4 board members sacked overnight, including the chairman, who was a former NSW premier, and the whole club's future hanging by a thread. This ain't just drama. It's a full-on catastrophe that could see the Tigers booted from the NRL for good. Stick around, because I'm about to spill why this staff room meltdown might end one of rugby league's biggest clubs. If you're as gutted as I am about this Tigers train wreck, smash that subscribe button right now for the latest NRL bombshells. It's free, it's fast, and it'll keep you in the loop, you mugs. Alright, let's dive into this mess like a forward hitting the line. Picture this, it's early December 2025 and the Wests Tigers, that proud joint venture of Balmain and Western suburbs, are finally starting to look like they might turn things around. They've signed some rep stars, turned a profit for the first time in yonks, and fans are buzzing about next season. But then, bam, out of nowhere, the Holman Barnes Group, who own 90% of the club and rep the West side, drop the hammer. They sack 4 independent directors, Barry O'Farrell, the ex-premier and club chair, Annabelle Williams, Charlie Viola, and Michelle McDowell. These blokes and Sheilas were only appointed back in January after the last big clean-out. O'Farrell calls it a brain fart. Straight up, he reckons the board was unified, compliant and getting stuff done. But HBG, they're fuming about poor communication, being left in the dark on big calls like stadium plans and that controversial 2026 heritage jersey. Ah, the jersey. That's where the real fireworks started, mates. This new kit's predominantly orange, tipping the hat to the old Balmain Tigers colours. Fair dinkum, it's a stunner, but to the West's Magpies faithful, it's a slap in the face. Too Balmain-centric for a merged pub that's supposed to be equal parts black and white and black and orange. Reports say HBG felt blindsided, like they weren't consulted properly. And this ain't the first rodeo. The Tigers have been a hotbed of factional fighting since the merger in '99. Balmain versus Wests, board versus management. It's like a never-ending soap opera, but with wooden spoons instead of Emmys. Now here's the cliffhanger that's got everyone on edge. What's next for CEO Shane Richardson? The Holman Barnes CEO, Daniel Patton, just broke his silence, saying a call on Richo will be made on Monday. Richo's been the glue holding this joint together, signing blokes like Jerome Lua and turning the finances around. But legends like Chris Lawrence, the Tigers great himself, is spraying the board, calling this saga a disgrace. And get this, Richo's considering quitting altogether over the drama. If he walks, who steps up? The club's already sacked 8 directors, 3 chairs and 1 CEO in the last 18 months alone. It's chaos, pure and simple. But wait, it gets worse, and this is the moment of surprise that'll make you spit out your beer. The infighting's not just staying in the boardroom, it's bleeding onto the field. 3 of the Tigers' best juniors are on the verge of bailing out because of this mess. Lachlan Galvin, Talon De Silva, and even whispers about Jareem Bull at getting itchy feet. And Jerome Lua, the star signing everyone's pinning their hopes on, he could be next if this doesn't settle. Imagine that. The club's finally building a squad worth watching, and now the boardroom brawls could scare them all off. Fans are losing their minds, mate. One even suggested banning the old Balmain and West entities from owning NRL clubs ever again for ruining the merger. Story time. Let's go back to how this all kicked off. The Tigers have been the NRL's punching bag for years. No finals in over a decade, 3 wooden spoons, constant coach carousels. But under O'Farrell and Richo, things were looking up. They were talking big about unity, growth, even a potential buyout to streamline ownership. Then that jersey approval hits like a thunderclap. HBG feels disrespected, calls an emergency meeting, and poof, 4 heads roll. O'Farrell's out there slamming them, saying the board was working fine, no governance issues. But HBG, they're fuming about poor communication, being left in the dark on big calls like stadium plans and that controversial 2026 heritage jersey.
And here's where the speculation ramps up. Cliffhanger number 2. Hold on to your hats. The NRL's watching this like hawks. Chairman Peter V'landys has the power to intervene if a club's deemed unfit. Remember the Manly salary cap scandal back in 2001? They nearly got the boot. This could be bigger. Self-inflicted wounds, endless instability. Sources are whispering about a full governance probe by the NRL and even liquor and gaming NSW getting involved. If they find the club's not fit and proper, we could see administration, points deductions, or in the nuclear option, a total licence revocation. Yeah, you heard that right. The West Tigers might get banned until new owners step in. Pub Baron Arthur Lowndy, that Bulldog sponsor with deep pockets, is circling with a $20 to $30 million offer to buy out HBG and maybe even rebrand back to Balmain. The Magpie side, they'd be furious. Could lead to riots in the stands. Surprise twist. Amid all this, the Inner West Mayor's organising a rally to save the Tigers. Fans are rallying outside the club demanding the board reconsider the sackings and fix this before it's too late. It's heartbreaking. This club's got history, passion, die-hard supporters who bleed orange and black. But if the implosion continues, poof, it could all vanish. Former Chair Lee Hadjipantelis is weighing in too, saying the sooner certain folks are gone, the better. It's a powder keg, mates, and the fuse is lit. We've covered the trigger, the sackings, the player fallout, but what about the wildest scenarios? That's coming up in segment 2, where I'll break down the nuclear options that could see the Tigers suspended, split, or straight up banned from the NRL. Don't you dare click away now. Rightio, here we go. The bit that's got every Tigers fan shaken. The NRL's already launched a full investigation. If they decide this club's governance is a total circus, Peter V'landys can drop the hammer faster than you can say wooden spoon. Option 1, forced administration. Club gets taken over, points stripped, maybe no finals for years. Option 2, licence suspended. West Tigers vanished for a season while someone cleans up the mess. Option 3, the absolute doomsday. Licence revoked. A brand new Western Sydney team starts from scratch in 2027. New colours, new name, new everything. Balmain and West Ashfield leagues could even be banned from ever owning an NRL club again. And the wild card? Arthur Lowndy's waiting in the wings with $20 to $30 million cash to buy out HBG and kick Balmain to the curb and turn it back into the Balmain Tigers. Imagine the riots in Campbelltown if that happens. So yeah, banned, reborn, or saved at the last second. 2026 is make or break. Drop your prediction below. Do the Tigers survive, or is this the end? This is Aussie NRL Updates. Hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and I'll see you in the next one, legends.